Okay, I talk a lot. I realized I haven't watched the other videos, so um, I'm just gonna do this last one. I'm just gonna keep going. Um, so as a first, so going into college, I didn't necessarily know how to be a college student, but all I knew is I love to learn, and I had a gift to present in front of people in a way that they can really understand what I'm to convey information in a presentation setting. And I wanted to use my voice to advocate for those people that may not necessarily have that. Um, so yeah, there's two things. So I did everything I could to. I asked questions everywhere I went. I would go to my professor's office hours. I would have been like, hey, can you show me how to do this whole college thing? And I was kind of I got into a groove the first year, opportunities were opening up and all of that good stuff. But eventually I reached a point where I couldn't juggle my work life with my school life and things going on at home with my dad getting sick. And I started failing my classes, but I was too scared to drop out or take a break because I felt it inside that if I were to quit, then I wouldn't come back. And I didn't want to get stuck in that loophole that a lot of people in my socioeconomic class got, where you have to keep working because you just have to make ends meet. I wanted to be a part of that, the people that are able to gain an education and move up, and therefore help others also do the same. So I went to counselors and I was like, I think you guys are the ones that are supposed to be helping me. But I was just met with a lot of closed doors and a lot of people saying like, hey, maybe this isn't for you. And it wasn't until one interaction with a specific counselor where I did everything I could. I applied to university to transfer. I got accepted. I made an educational outline myself. All of that good stuff. And all I was missing was one math class. And I'm great at math. So I was like, Intro to Statistics 101. I went into his office accompanied by a friend, and was like, hey, I just need to get into this class. I was super easy, piece of cake. You just need to prove. But he told me no. He looked at my transcripts and he's like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Like this, I can't do that. How can I do that? It got so quiet. I felt so awkward. I knew counselors had spoken to me like this before, but never in front of someone else that can be there as an audience. And all I wanted to do was like, bro, haven't you seen everything I've been doing? Like, I got this. This is something I want to do. This is something I want to pursue. But I felt like I couldn't really do anything about it. I didn't know how to advocate for myself. I just knew that there was this man in a position of power in front of me, and he was acting as a gatekeeper because of what he saw in a transcript rather than taking the time to just listen to my story. So leaving the EOPS office, the same reason I didn't want to quit in the first place was still inside. But now a new fire kind of started where I wanted to put all my efforts into helping other students like myself understand that to kind of empower them to navigate the different barriers that might be placed in front of them. And more specifically, I developed an empathy for the immigrant parents of first generation students who, at no fault of their own, this is a foreign education system. I want to help them navigate that. So while the student is going through school, they'll have all the tools possible to succeed in higher education and whatever they want to do, and they won't take no for an answer. They won't take our current systems that are in place and just accept them. And yes,